Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash. The belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well. And salutations to the hopeful elect out there, man. You brothers sincerely do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the creation month, and this week's topic is going to be entitled "The Elect Are the Gentiles." And this inspiration comes from what the elder brother Amnawala was going into a topic about Cornelius and how important he is. And it was the spirit. The spirit didn't want to get really brought out on camera, and I tried to speak on it too much on Sunday. And the spirit didn't have to really get brought out. Who knows? The spirit might have to get brought out this week. But the statement also, elder brother Yahushua was speaking to me about this. But the elect truly are the Gentiles. The Gentiles, see in the scriptures, you have something as the natural Gentiles, which are the 17 nations outside the nation of Israel. And then you have the unnatural Gentiles, the foreigners. This is the Israelites that are scattered amongst those 17 nations that adopted their customs and their ways. All right, and when you get into the elect, the topic of the elect, the 144,000 that scattered all over the four corners, these are the Gentiles. All right, these are the Israelites that at one point or another discontinued from their heritage. All right, fulfilling the prophecy, and the bulk of the elect and the bulk of prophecy taking place here in America, the daughter of Babylon. This is a place that we're not called the Lord's people. All right, no one's calling us by our tribes and our proper heritage, but we're indeed looked at not only as Gentiles by the nations, but as ourselves, man. All right, none of us was calling ourselves Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar. All right, and we're still not recognized as such. Okay, so what does that make us? That make us, if the ancient world us was to see us, they would call us Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? Without this, if we didn't have this knowledge, because what? We're speaking different language. None of us knew a lick of Hebrew. All right, it was taken away from us. Just our heritage was beaten out of us by who? When we read Joel the 3rd chapter, there was it prophesied the capture and the fall of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi by the Grecians, which are the so-called white race, the Ishmaelites and the Tyre, all right, the Hamites, what you call today the triangle of the slave trade, which was prophesied all in the Bible. Not only Joel the 3rd chapter, but furthermore in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter and the 68th verse. Egypt just means bondage, all right, and we was led away here captive in bondage, all right. We discontinued from our heritage, and we adopted the ways, all right, of the heathen. And this is nothing new. We've been doing this dating way back. That's how come when you read Acts the 2nd chapter, and me and the younger priest Jonathan, we got into the topic of the Greeks and the Grecians, how you have Hellenins and Hellenistas, all right, meaning Greek-speaking Jews. That when you read Acts the 2nd chapter, you saw that men from Israelite men gathered from all different nations went up to where? To the Feast of Pentecost, all right, which is the Feast of Weeks, which is one of the 3 weeks that we have to go up to this holy city of Jerusalem. So you had the Passover, the Feast of Tabernacle, and then the Feast of Weeks. We all had to go up to Jerusalem. This is 3 times a year, and men that was all over the globe came and did what they had to do. All right. So this is the understanding of the Gentiles. All right, the Gentiles that can be saved, the Gentiles that's going to be brought back in. All right. Was what? Was us, man. All right, because we were discontinued. We were way the fuck out there, man. All right, but guess what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, we came back, and the teachers are not hitting that corner anymore. The spirit, all right, starting with elder apostle Abba Bivens, okay, got on him, all right, to start bringing us back to who we were, okay. And when you read the book of Matthews, the Lord said John, all right. So Abba Bivens fulfilled that, and this is something I sincerely believe, and the elect will get it, man. I'm not even tripping over that. If it's something you can see in the spirit, that's, hey, well, throughout Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, but I'm going to say it like Yahweh Yahushai said. He said, if you can receive it, okay? So the ones of us that can receive it, all right, we see that prophecy was fulfilled with that man, and then there was a coming back, all right, of our nationality, and the spirit jumped on High Priest Ariah, all right, to give us the 12 tribes breakdown, which that nigga at ITR calls the hook. Well, guess what? It was the hook, okay? Because as it is written, we're gonna be made fishers of men. All right. So that was the main bait that got a lot of us in, man. That 12 tribe sign, that identity, that's the flesh. Okay, and if you take away that, when you take away that sign, all right, what you're doing is you're fulfilling Micah the 3rd chapter of those wicked Israelite leaders that tear the flesh off my people. Okay, because pursuant to the book of Ezekiel, your flesh is your identity. All right, and it goes beyond the flesh. You also have to have the breath, which is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All this thing is being put back on us. All this thing, the breath is coming back in us. But what? We were once in a Gentile state of mind. Correct? So everybody of the elect is going to, all of the elect is going to if it says we're going to be scattered from if he's going to get and sift his elect from the four corners of the earth, that means they were what? They were in a Gentile state of mind. That's why the elect truly is the Gentiles, man, okay? The Most High, in this deliverance that's going to happen, there's not going to be a separate Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, keeping law, statutes, and commandments in Jerusalem being delivered. No, man, we're gonna be waking back up. All right, and we're seeing that waking back up happening now. All right, and it's so important that it started with Cornelius, man. All right, so the Spirit allows. I'm gonna speak a bit more on it, unless the elder brother Amnawala gets back into it. But his name was a nomen, his name was a name sign. All right, Cornelius means seed. Okay. And when you read about the kingdom of heaven being planted, is a mustard seed and growing, okay? We saw that growing really started with Cornelius. He was that seed, okay? It was him, and then it said that the fowls will flock to it, okay? So what? He was that main seed. It started with him that this thing started to really blow up. Of course, it was given first to the Jews who knew they were Jews, but secondly to the Gentiles. So it started with Cornelius. Cornelius was an unnatural Gentile, okay? And a nomen, a name sign, that his name seed, the one that with him, okay, that one man, it was gonna grow. Okay, what was gonna grow? The kingdom of heaven, because pursuant to the book of Luke, the kingdom is a seed. Okay, the word of the Most High is a seed, or the kingdom, and then the field is the world, pursuant to Matthew 13. So that particular seed of Cornelius, all right, that man, he spread this thing onto the Gentiles, man. All right, which we are the Gentiles, which we were in a Gentile state of mind, but we are the Gentile Israelites, man. All right, the elect. Okay. And if the Spirit allows, this is just a pre-show to the actual show. If the Spirit allows, I'll get more in depth with it. We'll see how the topic goes, But with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, true well, and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You brothers that sincerely do this thing in truth and sincerity. Shalom.